At the beginning of the year, I asked people if they like beans.
I hate beans. I'm on anti-bean TikTok.
And I took that personally.
Thank you to our patrons and to Incogni for sponsoring a portion of this video.
Beans have so much potential, and it is so sad to think that people think that this is all a bean can be. Do you see all of these varieties? This is just the tip of the iceberg. If you couldn't tell, I've been really into beans since the beginning of the year. Naturally, I wanted to share this excitement with other people, and I thought that they would have the same response. So I texted a whole bunch of people to see if they like beans. And they didn't get it. It made me realize that there's people who are really not into beans, like my brother, and then there's people who just don't care.
Are beans important to your life is a bad
It was
question.
a valid question.
How important is such a dumb way of phrasing this? If beans were gone from my life, I'd just eat something else.
So to prove a point, I am gonna open up a restaurant that only serves beans. Thank you for coming to the grand opening. It will never be open again. And hopefully, I'll convert some bean haters into some bean believers.
I wasn't really sure where to start when it came to developing a menu, so I did a little research online. Now, don't get me wrong, I love reading books, but I think that this type of research might actually benefit from talking to real people rather than looking in spreadsheets. So I reached out to some of my fave bean enthusiasts for recipes to see if anyone would be down to talk to me. Then, one did.
My name is Alicia Kennedy. I'm a food writer based in San Juan, Puerto Rico. My forthcoming book is called No Meat Required: The Cultural History and Culinary Future of Plant-Based Eating. Beans are a huge source of protein. They're also a great source of fiber as well, which lots of people are deficient in. They continue to be more important as we see that meat has such a detrimental impact on the environment. So getting that plant protein is just such a really easy switch that people can make.
Beans take 10 times less water than beef to produce the same amount of food. And beans aren't just kind to the environment, they actively help it. So beans carry this bacteria that interacts with the air and helps to create a natural fertilizer in the soil. Plus, beans can be stored in a bunch of different ways for different lengths of time, unofficially forever.
Because of this, that's why most cultures have a really significant bean dish that is central to their cuisine, because they grow everywhere and they grow well. You can do anything with beans. It can really take you from appetizer to entree.
So, two things that I took away from that interview. One, beans are great crops for the environment. Two, beans are really culturally significant. You can find beans in so many places across the world and in so many different forms and varieties. But I also think that there's a third. Beans are really versatile. You can get so creative with them. They're kind of like this blank canvas to do whatever you want with them. And while some people might think of that as a weakness, as beans being really bland and boring, I think of that as actually a strength. I actually see an opportunity to do something really creative and playful with beans. So when I'm designing my menu, I think I want to highlight these three features: sustainability, cultural significance, and creativity. I spent the following weeks researching recipes and buying beans. And while I was buying beans, companies were buying my data. And it's more common than you might think. There's hundreds of data brokers online collecting your personal information, like your name, your social insurance number, your address, your browsing habits, that can be sold for marketing purposes, all without you knowing. You have the right to protect your privacy, so Incogni makes sure that your data stays off the market by conducting repeated and ongoing removals for you. And it all works behind the scenes. They make the request for the removal of your personal information, and they handle all of the objections and disputes for you. And all you have to do is make an account, request whose information you want to be removed, and grant Incogni the authority to work on your behalf. Then watch as they work their magic. You can try Incogni risk-free for 30 days, and if you don't like it, you can get a full refund. Also, the first 100 people to use the code ANSWER will get 60% off Incogni. Protect your personal data and your beans. Beans are so good. So with a better sense of what to serve at the restaurant, the next item of business is to find a place to have the restaurant. So we're location scouting right now for a potential restaurant. I think all you need to open up a restaurant is a table and chairs, right? And the food.
Have you ever wanted to open up a restaurant before?
Absolutely not. Why am I doing this? Every book that I've read about a person opening up a restaurant, they tell you not to do it unless you must. Do I need to do it?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, this is like a chef's table. This is where we'll prepare the dishes. and the people will eat over there. Dimly lit, okay? I know it's daytime right now. We can like shut off all the lights and then just like light it with Ooh.
Is this the only color that it can do?
Yeah, I can do whatever you want. What do you want to
Can we
see?
do yellow? I just like a tungsten, little tungsten action.
If any color in the world, and you turn to me and went tungsten. Any color you'd like. I don't know, lamp?
Lamp is a nice color. Maybe I'm thinking too moody, and then.
It's your restaurant.
Well, right now, I don't think of Beans as being romantic, but you know what? Why not? I make the rules. I could do what I want.
Ooh!
See what I'm talking about?
That's lamp color. Great job.
Do I have to serve 20 plates myself? Do I need to hire servers?
I'll email you my resume. I think everyone should work in the service industry at some point, and this is my time.
I think that we found our restaurant space. I know right now it doesn't look like a restaurant space, but the day of, I think that we can turn this into something really cute, you know? I think that our restaurant is being invaded right now, so I'm gonna leave, but step one is done. So, I have gathered you here today because we have officially secured the location for Wednesday. It is currently Sunday night. This is about to get a whole lot more stressful. There was still a lot left to do, and with the restaurant opening in 3 days, we still needed to get a menu, find supplies, get guests, and have it all ready for opening night. I don't know if I can pull this off. So I called a friend for some backup. Hey Jordan, how are you?
Doing good, thanks. How's it going?
I'm a little stressed about this project that I'm working on, so I thought that you'd be good to talk to because you run a restaurant.
Somebody has to cook for this?
So here's the thing. I will be cooking.
Oh, okay.
Jordan walked me through what it's like to run a dinner service, and I gathered 3 things. 1, have a simple, executable menu. 2, prep ahead as much as possible. And 3, give yourself at least 2 hours on site before people show up, because that's when chaos begins. Thank you so much. All right, have a good day, Jordan.
No worries. Enjoy your event. Take care.
Take care, bye. Now, there was still a lot left to do, but I was feeling a lot more confident in my abilities to pull this off for tomorrow's open. Inviting the guests, ordering the supplies, picking up the supplies. Sometimes I wish I lived in a building with an elevator. 1, 2. And finalizing the menu. And just like that, it was the morning of opening night. And I finally figured out the menu. And I guess it's a good thing because people are arriving in 11 hours. I should probably also explain that this restaurant isn't going to function like your typical restaurant. Normally, you would have a menu and people get to choose what they get to eat, but not today. Because I'm setting up an educational experience, everyone's getting the same thing. It's going to be 3 courses, appetizer, entree, dessert, all being central. I wanted each dish on the menu to be able to highlight one aspect of the bean. So for the first dish, we're going to be serving a cold miso green bean salad. So we've got fresh green beans, fermented soybean paste, aka miso, and then I'm going to top it off with something crunchy to add some texture. I wanted this dish to kind of represent the cultural significance of beans because they're all over the world. Now for the entree, I wanted to be able to highlight affordability and sustainability. So we're going to be serving a bean bolognese, a recipe inspired by my girl Molly Boss. Thank you. Bolognese is usually a ground beef sauce, but instead we're going to replace the beef with beans. Sneaky and a lot more sustainable. I think it's going to taste really good and I hope people like it. Now for dessert. I wasn't 100% sure if I was going to actually do a dessert or just make it 3 bean dishes, but then last night when I was scrolling on Pinterest, I came across this bean brownie recipe. And you're like, what? Bean brownies? Gross. Well, these are going to be gluten-free brownies, and I'm going to be masking the bean flavor with coffee bean, vanilla bean, and cocoa bean. So it'll be like a quadruple bean situation. Actually, not quadruple, it'll be like a quintuple bean situation because we'll have a red bean ice cream served with it. We're gonna make everything today. Hopefully everything goes according to plan, and if not, we're ordering Uber Eats. I'm currently putting the dishes away so I can clean the kitchen because don't look at it.
This is her apartment.
Eggs just make brownies, but my sister is allergic to eggs. But like not deathly allergic.
Are you gonna poison your sister?
I'm saying that she just gets a little bit of like a phlegmy throat when she eats eggs, but she doesn't die. I'll make 2 batches. All right, we're gonna start with all the fresh produce because it's first thing here. Do I have a pot big enough to cook this kind of pasta, actually?
Oh my god.
I think this is too big. I think I have to do a long noodle. It's 11:30, 4.5 hours, so we need to be on location. The plan is to get to the location at least 2 hours before the open to set up and complete plating for the first dish.
I feel like a prepper.
But before we do that, we need to have all 3 courses prepped for service. Pasta, brownie, the bean, salad, sauce. We can do this. We have our plan. Let's get cooking.
Now, montage. Montage.
All right.
That's a dessert?
Beans. Look at how chocolatey it looks. So it is 2 p.m. I'm ordering some coffee right now. 1, because we need some caffeine, and 2, I think that these brownies need some coffee to mask the bean that is in there. So I'm ordering 4 shots of espresso. And you know what's great about putting baking soda in this? Because the recipe didn't call for it, it called for baking powder. The baking soda will work because we're putting coffee in it now. Boom.
What does that mean?
Science.
What does that mean? Just because you're putting what?
It means science. It means I am a chemist working away in my lab. Now that there is acidity in this batter, the baking soda will let it rise. Because baking powder doesn't need any active ingredients to rise, you can just add it to anything. But baking soda needs acidity to activate. Coffee has acidity. It's brownie time. 1 coconut oil. That is not what a brownie mix should look like. I mean, maybe because it's just beans and egg right now. Actually, Sabrina, this doesn't smell that bad. I'm gonna go for espresso. 3, 4. No way! Does this look like brownie batter to you?
Say psych.
I'm going to test a little bit in there. We're gonna microwave it.
I try. You can't taste the bean. You can feel the bean in the current iteration. The flavor is there enough that I think that it's worth baking.
What happened?
I may have forgot the chocolate. What? It was always in there. I don't know what you're talking about. First bag of pasta in here. Ah! Don't touch the hot noodles!
That's how you know she's not a chef.
Brownies! I feel like I'm a chef at a fine dining restaurant. It's 5 o'clock. There's 2 hours until guests are arriving. You're not on location yet. It's not set up yet, but it's fine. We got an extra hand. We were nowhere close to having a finished restaurant set up. Let's get this inside. We packed everything up and sprinted to the restaurant and location to start setting up as fast as possible. This is a gigantic elevator. I forgot how big it was. Okay, we're in. There's about an hour and 12 minutes until people are showing up. Wait, is that on the 3rd floor? No, it's on the 2nd floor. I told everyone it was the 3rd floor. We'll buy time, it's fine.
Yikes. 6 o'clock. This is the details that you have to do.
I still have 4 more to go.
There was a lot of work to be done at this point, with people arriving in an hour. I'm gonna get this mixing now. Okay, we got ginger in here. We're gonna do some soy sauce. I'm gonna just go in and see what feels good. This tastes good.
I'm glad. Where should we put it to? Like here on this X?
Can you come over here? I just want you to get a close-up of my green beans. I'm just mixing them all in this bowl, and they taste very good. The other thing that we need to prep for topping is the crunchy noodle salad. Let me just make sure that they're edible. I would love to eat that with some green beans.
There's better reason to eat everything.
I need to make sure things taste good.
It's raw and dry noodles.
How are things going over there, gang?
Move the tables. You want 3? 3 candles a table?
I need more. The more the merrier. Eventually, the guests started to arrive, and we were almost ready for the first course. Almost. It's 7 o'clock and we're not plated yet, but it's okay. Okay, I need to clear this whole area.
Could we get those colors warm? Yellow? Warm?
Just gonna go a little bit at a time and go from there. That's a little bit too little.
Is this a normal amount of water? That's not enough water for a human, right? That's not
like a normal amount of wine.
I was trying to be a good server and now I'm just doing this.
But I think guests started to take pity on us and they started to help.
Make a small just maybe at the end give it like a small flourish and that helps it to not drip from the end.
Thank you for being here. I had this crazy idea to open up a pop-up restaurant that only serves beans, and here it is. Thank you for coming to the grand opening. It will never be open again. Sabrina is coming around with our first course of the evening.
I like beans on toast, and it has a bad rap.
Only thing that comes to my mind when I hear beans is like those really bad, just like, you know, the store-bought cans of beans that like half the time you just eat them out of the can and they're just okay.
I honestly didn't even notice if people liked the appetizer, because I was focusing on getting the entree plated.
It's an interesting choice to use sesame.
It's delicious.
I like the yellow one.
Very good, very well seasoned.
Crunch to it.
If you ask me, that looks pretty freaking good. Hey, everything is coming together. This is good. Sabrina's running around. Everything is going so well. It is actually going amazing.
Oh, okay.
Right?
I was thinking about doing a little...
Oh, this looks kind of legit. Hello, bean lovers. Sabrina is currently bringing around course number 2. This is a bean pasta.
The food is amazing. It tastes great.
Why, thank you.
I didn't have to use it.
No? So you're not a bean convert yet?
No.
Maybe we'll get you with dessert.
Oh, I dessert.
What the heck? What time is it? It's 8 o'clock. Things are going so well. Everyone's eating food already. Because I want to do a puddle. That's what I want to do. I want to do like, you rim the outside, and then it'll start to go towards the center, and we'll just place the brownie in there. Just do a circle, and then when you pull the thing in there, then it spreads.
Wow, you really were so specific about how you wanted it plated, and this is it? She was like, no, I need to do it. She's just...
Is it a coffee dessert?
Chocolate.
I'm hearing coffee desserts.
I was voting for jelly beans.
All right, Sabrina is bringing around our third course of the evening. It is a chocolate espresso brownie with red bean ice cream. This is my version of a bean dessert. Hope you enjoy.
The brownie's not very chewy.
Reminds me more of a cake.
I feel like I got like a piece of chocolate in mine. It was so good.
Hello? I forgot to mention one thing about the dessert. There's also black bean in the brownie. If you can tell, let me know.
I can actually taste the beans.
Can you? I tried to mask it with espresso and vanilla and
But I feel
chocolate.
like black beans just like adds to the chocolate flavor.
How we doing with the dessert, y'all?
It's really good. The red bean ice cream is like sweeter than I expected it to be, but that's a good thing because I like sweet.
Good. Can you tell that there's beans in it?
I did taste the black beans after you mentioned it.
I tried to puree them.
I had a whole one in mind, but I gaslit myself out of thinking it happened, so it's fine.
There was no black bean. What are you talking about? Well, we did it. We opened a restaurant that only served beans, and people liked it. I asked them. I hope this video helps you see how great beans can be for the environment, for cultural exploration, and for just being really good. Well, unless you're my brother.
Melissa, he picked out all of the beans.